This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Average Savage podcast. Our special guest today is Alex Liddi. Alex, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you coming on. Let's just go back a little bit. Growing up in Italy, how did you get involved playing baseball?
So I came from a family where baseball was popular, which is weird in Italy, but my dad used to play baseball. My mom plays softball. I have an older brother that started playing baseball before me. So since I can remember, I've been in on a baseball field.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you had a long career, and I'm saying that now because I know you just announced your retirement. So what made you retire?
There's a couple of things. Definitely the family. My daughter's getting older, so I would like to spend more time with my wife and kids. And the other one also, the production wasn't the same anymore. I feel I wasn't playing the same level, and I think I started getting frustrated from that. So I put those two things together, and it was easy as a decision.
Yeah, for sure. Was that something that you like? Have you been thinking about it?
Honestly, maybe yeah, sometime a little bit, but I think I told myself last winter if I wasn't having like a great winter, I think I was gonna be done, and that's how I went. I didn't have a great winter, so I decided just to hang it up.
Yeah, for sure. And then just going back to Italy, like how did the Mariners discover you?
So I used to play for a national team, and I've been playing. I was playing at the time in a bunch of international competition, and I think it was in Spain. We were playing European Championship under 18, and I had a great tournament, and they start talking to me. Then I guess they keep following me, and in the same summer they offer me a contract. Couple team offered me a contract, but I end up choosing the Mariners.
Oh, nice. What were the other teams? Just curious.
So the Orioles always were interested even before the Mariners. The Dodgers and the Cubs want me to pitch, and I didn't want to pitch, so I decided to go with the Mariners.
Wait. How did were you pitching and playing the position too?
I was playing shortstop and sometime closing the game. I was throwing hard, but pretty much only fastballs.
They just wanted to make you a pitcher, into a pitcher.
Yes. I threw. I think I threw a bullpen for them, and I was 16. I touched 90 and like probably around 87, 88, but I touched 90. So they were like trying to convert me into a pitcher, but every time I pitched, my elbow hurt, and plus I want to hit, so I decided to stick with hitting.
That's crazy. Um, and then I guess what made you ultimately sign with the Mariners, knowing that you had a few different offers?
So like I said, the Cubs want me to make into a pitcher, and I say no. The Orioles want me to go back to instructional before signing me, and the Dodgers, I think they make me a lower offer, and that's I was under 18, I remember, so in my mind I had to sign the contract. So, but yeah, I think we chose the Mariners because they were the more a concrete offer. The offer was more appealing, and they were serious about it. It was like signing now.
For sure. And then what was it like? What was your transition like moving from Italy to America?
It was definitely different culture wise, but like I've been telling everybody, when you have a passion for the game and like you love what you're doing, everything around is a minor issue. So I came focused to play baseball, so everything else like it was secondary, and little by little, I'm really like open minded and I really outgoing. So I learned the language pretty fast, and I got along with everybody. So it wasn't that hard like other people talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. And you were in Wisconsin at first, right?
Yeah, no, my first year up in rookie ball, but then I played 2 years in Wisconsin when it was really cold.
Was there good Italian food out there or no?
Not that I remember. And honestly, at that time, I wasn't going out a lot. I was 18. Like, I didn't have a license at that time. I still had a car with no license, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I wasn't exploring the city yet.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and then throughout the minor leagues, like what was your experience like in the minor leagues? Just the grind of the minor leagues. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people just see the major leagues and they're like, oh, like they're flying and they're traveling nice, but the minor leagues, is a struggle and you're getting bus 10 hours and things like that. Like, what was your whole experience like in the minors?
It's definitely a completely different world from the big leagues, but like I was saying earlier, everybody talks about is a sacrifice, but when you do what you love and like you focus on what you want to achieve, everything is not that important. So it definitely was hard. I slept on the air mattress into Double A. Like I was saying, I had to buy a car without a license, without insurance. Like definitely it's not easy, but when I think I got lucky too, I had a pretty good group of guys that together we had a good time. We were playing good baseball. I think everything made it easier, but it's definitely a lot of different from being the big leagues.
Yeah, for sure. And then what was it like to get called up and how did you get the call?
So I got called up after the AAA season was over. Everybody were talking about in September I was gonna get called up, but at that time I had like 28 homers and I still didn't get called up. I think I had 100 RBIs by September. Some people get called up September 1st, and they wait for me until the last day of the season. So I think it was the fifth last game, and they called me into the office and they told me that if I was ready to go to the instructional league, and I say I'm not going to instructional league. And then they told me that I was gonna go to Anaheim to meet the team.
No, that's awesome. And then what about did you know at the time, like coming up, did you know that um there wasn't a player born and raised in Italy that made the major leagues?
Yes, yes. I mean, pretty much everybody talk about it, even in Italy before that, and I knew it. I wasn't like worried about it or like thinking about it. Like I was saying, like is when you're there, you just like another guy. I wasn't thinking like I was coming from Italy. I was just another guy from United States or from Latin country. Like I was trying to fight to get to the big leagues, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm from Italy, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Yeah, no, I was just curious if you knew like previously before it happened. So I mean, you did now. Now that I know that, so what did it mean to you to make history?
So at that time, nothing, honestly, and it's weird because, like I said, I mean, I was
Yeah,
super happy and it was cool
yeah,
because I made it to the big leagues. But until I got older and people started like connecting with me and telling me like, "Oh, I started playing baseball because of you." Now I realize that it was a big impact in Italy and in Europe because what I did becoming the first Italian born and raised player to play in the big leagues. So like I said, at that time was nothing. I was so focused on playing the big leagues, and I didn't care if I was from USA, Italy, so it didn't matter to me. But now I realize and I see.
yeah, for sure. Actually, because I was in high school at the time when you were in the minor leagues, and I was taking Italian class, and we had to do
Okay,
like a project, and I found you because we were trying to find like Italian born players, like, and that's why I've been following your career for a long time,
oh,
and
thank you.
I think you know that, so that's why it's cool to actually interview you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And then who was your first hit against in the major leagues?
Jeff Francis, left-handed pitcher it was with the Royals at that time.
Nice. What about your first home run?
For some reason, David Off, which is a friend of mine now. It was with Cleveland. The same here.
Did you get both of those balls?
Yes, I did because obviously the hit was a double off the wall, so you keep in the home run. It was in Cleveland, left field. It hit the rail and came back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Um, and then yeah, just throughout your career, like, how did you just like, you were up and down a bunch of different times. Like, how did you stay motivated to keep playing?
I think, like I said, the focus, the passion, the goal I had. Was my life and it's still my life today, and it wasn't nothing else I want to do than playing baseball. So I was really like all in on what I was doing, and so I was never worried about like, oh, or like getting bored or like getting frustrated. Yeah, getting frustrated, but like not in a way where like I'm gonna quit, and like I always trying to even try harder when thing wasn't going right.
Yeah, no, for sure. What was your experience like in the World Baseball Classic?
It was one of the probably the biggest highlight of my career. I think playing for your own country, a lot of those guys, I knew a lot of those guys since I was like 10, 12 years old, and playing against like big time teams like Dominican, Venezuela, even Mexico, Canada. I think it's like a dream coming true because you pretty much playing with guys that you know since you were kids, and you play against guys that are your idol or like you watch on TV. So I think it's the something that I'm always gonna bring it with me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I forgot which year it was, but I believe you were on the team, and it was like you guys pulled off an upset, but I forgot which team you beat. That it was like big.
We beat Mexico twice, then Canada. That was in 2013. That's where so we beat Mexico, and then we beat Canada, and then we went to the second round, and we almost beat Dominican and Puerto Rico. We were winning both games. We ended up losing, but
Gotcha. Um, and then this the United League that just came about. Like, how did they like reach out to you, and like how did that all come about?
it was a couple of years ago. I know Eddie Diaz, one of the guys in charge of the league, and he reached out to me, and he thought it was a good fit, and he asked me if I was want to be part of it, and of course I say yes. I think when it's baseball and it has to do with travel and like start trying different thing, I think it's impossible to say no. So that's how I start.
Yeah, for sure. And then what was that like? I know it wasn't that long of a stint, but like I know you guys were there. I think like a few months back. I think didn't you hit the first home run?
Yeah, not this year. Last year I hit the first home run in the league. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the experience like out there? You were in Dubai, right?
Yes, definitely different. I think those guys are doing a great job. They're trying to do something not easy, and it's hard out of nowhere in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. So I think it's they have the right idea, the right people to do it. Just a matter of time now. I think to get figure everything out and get it going.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy because like they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot of pretty much every sport at this point now in Dubai.
No, yeah, I'm saying like they're trying to expo. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of tourists and even people that live there. They're not from there, so I think it's an open market to a lot of sports because there are people coming from all over the world.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So what are your plans now that you're retired? Do you have anything in mind or like any goals?
I definitely want to stay in baseball, but maybe in a different aspect of the game, not maybe on the field, maybe something outside. I'm already start working with the agency representing players, and also definitely have some some idea with my wife about doing different stuff outside of baseball, and hopefully both things gonna work out good for us.
Yeah, for sure. Do you go like back to Italy and do like baseball clinics there?
So at the time I wasn't playing, when I was playing, I never done it, but especially even with the older president. But now with the new guys in charge, is a good friends of mine, and I think something good can come out. I definitely be be happy to help if I can.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, outside of baseball, like what else do you like to do?
I like to spend time with my family. I'm really uh, big on my family, and now that we moved to Florida, we go to the beach a lot.
Yeah,
I'm 10, but
for
and
sure.
yeah, we like to go to the beach. We like to travel. We like to play sports. My daughter plays softball, so I like to go watch her play and like practice with her. So that's pretty much it.
Did you play soccer growing up?
I play for fun. Like I don't think there is a kid in here that never plays soccer. So definitely it's fun to play and with friends, like at school, after school, but never took it serious.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty interesting. Obviously, coming from Italy.
Yeah. Like I said, it's if I don't watch it
Yeah,
like on TV, but to play it's fun. I like to play it,
yeah,
and like I said, in Italy, it's probably it's like breathing. Playing soccer is like
yeah,
breathing.
yeah. No, for sure. Um, are you ready for some fun questions?
Go ahead.
All right, what's your favorite memories of your career, like on and off the field?
So definitely, when I represent my country in the WBC is one of the highlights. Like I was telling you earlier, when we beat Mexico to go to when Sergio Romo was pitching, I think that was one of my favorite moment in my career.
For sure. Who's the toughest pitcher you ever faced?
Toughest, toughest, the most famous that I like probably Mariano. Mariano, I strike out of Mariano, but I was a good at bat. I'm gonna say that. Probably sales.
Chris
I
Sale?
got one or two hit of sales, but it's not fun.
You talking about Chris Sales?
Yes,
Yeah. Um, what about is there was there a pitcher that you wanted to face that you didn't get to face?
in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of pitchers I would love to face that I never faced. Just because to say that I face it, but I don't think I ever faced Verlander. Verlander, I never faced Verlander. Definitely one. Uh,
I didn't even know
yeah,
he was still playing this year. I saw he was on I forgot what team he's on now, but
yeah, I
I was
never faced Verlander because every time we played the Detroit, and now nobody came to my mind like this, but definitely Verlander. Or if we go really, really back, I would love to have to face like Gibson, like Koufax, those guys. But yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. What about like
my favorite
who was
player
your
growing up
favorite
was
players growing up?
Griffey, Chipper Jones, and then when I got older, Miguel Cabrera was is still today is one of my Miguel Cabrera, Adrian Belcher, probably my two favorite player after I grew up. Yeah, Ken
Did
Griffey
you
was
get
in
to
camp
meet
bunch of
Ken
time
Griffey?
when I was with the Mariners, and it's fun to be around.
Yeah, for sure. If you could build a dream infield,
Okay, so
who
Belcher
would you
third
build it with?
base for sure. Uh, Miggy at first, second base, Cano, and shortstop. Man, I like. There's a lot of good shortstop. Maybe Lindor.
Yeah. All right. What advice would you give young international players trying to make it to
To
the MLB?
to a lot of discipline, passion. You have to have passion, discipline, and never give up. And don't. This is more for like a international from Europe. Don't go there to see what happened. Expect what you want. Expect to make it to the big leagues. And if you don't, doesn't matter. But don't go there just to make it like an adventure and meet people and like it's almost like an experience. Make it like you going there like with the goal and the purpose.
Definitely. What's your favorite American food, and what do you miss? Like, what kind of food do you
American
miss
food, but
most from Italy?
it's tough. I like burgers. I gotta give you that. Burgers. I like cheeseburger. About Italy, I miss all kinds of food. The food in Italy is amazing. You ever been
Yeah.
there? You need to go.
No, I haven't. I need to go because yeah. Um, what's your thoughts on like American pizza?
American pizza it does not taste bad. I give you that. It's not like unless we're talking about like Domino's, Pizza Hut, like exactly. But like
Yeah,
even
no,
like
that's not
it
real
does not
pizza.
taste
No, no,
bad.
no.
And there's a lot. I've been into a bunch of Italian restaurants that actually have good pizza.
When
No, I've been
have
to
you
New
have you ever been to
York, Boston.
Connecticut
I've
before?
been eating. I eat the fat pizza in Chicago, the pie. Nah, nah.
Oh, no, no, no. Boo. I tried it too. I went 2 years ago and I was like, nah, I didn't like it. But if you look it up, I live in Connecticut. We have the best pizza. It's voted number one.
There's a
It's
lot
in
of
New
Italian
Haven.
in Connecticut. That's why.
If you look it up outside, yeah. So New York always
Yeah.
claims it, but we're
I believe
really
you. I
number
believe
one.
you.
And actually, I'll send it to you after. One of the spots from up here, they
Okay.
got one in Florida now. It won't
Okay,
be
I
the
will. I
same,
will.
but you'll definitely have to try it. Last one. What is something people maybe don't know
I
about
don't
you?
know. I mean, I'm really. My wife says that I'm really selective with my friends, like the people I talk to. I don't know, but I'm outgoing. I don't know. I pretty much. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and could you let the
Oh,
listeners know where they can follow you on social
yeah.
media?
I think it's Alex Liddi on in Instagram. There probably be a bunch of them. People make a fake one, but mine is the one I'm swinging the bat. So
Yeah, for sure.